Amazing how long it takes to eat a bagel around here. It just takes hours to eat a bagel because our breaks are so short.
We're going to have to try to figure out like a breakfast break.
A breakfast break?
Yeah, where the listeners won't notice and we could eat food. Because they hate when we eat on the air.
Sorry.
I'm doing some granola today with blueberries.
I got blueberries. Granola.
Granola with blueberries this morning, in case you're keeping track.
Does that bind you up, Opie?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. There's problems going on. I used to be the most regular person ever.
Uh-oh. Might have to get the pipe.
No. It's these hours.
Is it the
Yeah,
hours?
my whole system can't figure it out. And then I'm eating, stupid food because I'm not hungry for anything. And you got to get something in your stomach. So
you probably don't eat enough fruit, Opie.
Fruit?
Your blueberries aren't enough.
No.
You got to have grapeys and plenty of bananas.
I do the bananas.
I got 2 little bananas today. Did you notice that?
Yeah, of course.
Usually the intern brings me this giant horse schlong of a banana, and I feel all self-conscious eating it that I have to break it up into pieces, put it down on something, and pick up individual pieces because I don't want people looking at me shoving this hog in my mouth. Guys, big banana.
Guys just don't eat bananas whole. Ever,
No.
Ever. Imagine you're like that big tough guy on the work site there.
Yeah.
Just doing a construction job, sitting down to look at all the lovely ladies as they walk by during lunch, and you're
Eating a
your
banana.
Your big hog of a banana in front of everybody.
You know what it is? If somebody's doing something and you look at them quickly, you get an image in your head and it sticks there. It's like a photograph. So if you're eating a banana and you see someone open their mouth real wide and shove that in, and you happen to look at that moment, you get this photo in your head. Can't have that.
Which is why when you got the 2 bananas, the first thing Anthony does is look at me and he holds one and he takes his other hand and he pumps up and down on the banana real quick, and then he picks both of them up and he puts them both by his face.
Yeah. We're in the middle of doing the show and I'm making Jimmy laugh. They brought me 2 bananas today. Brought me 2 little bananas instead of the one big one. Banana diva. So I started making these double dong J.O. jokes to Jimmy, and I had him on my chest, and I'm jacking him.
Dude.
And this is why men are funnier, by the way. Every time he would do that, I would laugh.
Yeah, because it doesn't take a lot for us.
It's ridiculous.
And now a chick was in here. She, you.
Oh, stop.
Oh. Every time, that's
Speaking
funny.
of
But that's
which,
quite the judgment call on the intern's part to think, wow, these bananas are a little small. Let me get 2. Thank you. Whoever was responsible for that.
Look at it, it's Nathaniel.
Nate
I want
Dogg.
credit. These guys are all vying for our attention. I love it.
Than.
It was Than.
It was Than.
It was
Oh,
Than.
that's his nickname, right? Fan.
Sure it is.
Yeah,
Nathaniel. Than.
Fan.
Because we try to get to know our interns, Jimmy.
I like
Speaking of
Nathaniel.
bananas, I was shopping the other day. I think it was last week. They have an advertisement.
You have a little cart? You
Uh,
go shopping?
yeah, I guess.
Did you go in a real grocery store or one of those New York City little things?
No, every
where
once
you
in a while.
can't even fit through the aisles. God, I hate that.
Oh, yeah. That's the grocery store I went in.
That's why I love moving out to Long Island. I
Yeah.
like the big, wide aisles of a big, huge
Bro,
supermarket.
I'm with you. I can't wait to get back to the suburbs. I got
Little
to figure that
chintzy
out.
New York grocery stores with a cat, the old mangy cat walking around, the little aisles and the cart that's from the 30s.
I can't wait.
Food
But
Emporium's a good one.
No, it's not.
Food Emporium's got good stuff.
it's all right.
It's like they got 5 things.
Jimmy, you've never been to a
Food
supermarket?
Emporium.
You've never been to a supermarket in the suburbs if you think Food Emporium's
I-
nice.
Dude, my
You
whole 30
need-
years I was in the suburbs.
Sprawling.
Yeah, it's like I came from Rwanda. Dude, I grew up in North Brunswick.
You haven't lived until you shopped at a Wegmans in Western New York.
What? What the hell is that?
Wegmans, it was, I don't know, voted like the top company last year or something. I mean, they're rocking. And
You
they-
need the Waldbaums out on Long Island.
the supermarket's so big that they sell like patio furniture with huge umbrellas.
Wow.
And
Oh,
they sell
really?
Yeah, they sell everything.
I like
But-
a supermarket where you walk in and they got it's like a showcase of meat in the meat section. It's like you're at a jewelry store.
Yeah.
It's all behind glass and beautifully glistening animal flesh.
What is marbled?
Yeah.
Turned gray.
What is FreshDirect.com?
Order your groceries online. They
Oh,
just
is that
deliver
what you
to
do?
That's what I do.
You're in Brooklyn. You just hibernate. You just
I
stay
never
in your
leave my
place and
apartment.
don't leave. Because
Yep.
that's exactly what I did. I would order everything out, and the delivery people would bring it, and you just wind up staying in there like the roaches that are in your apartments there in Brooklyn. It's awful.
Food service, laundry, cleaning, everything. Just hire somebody to come in. You never leave the apartment.
Someone comes to your door, you hand them stuff. Later, they might bring it back. There you go. You're living in the city. I hate it.
Really? I love being in the city.
So, at the supermarket last week, speaking of bananas, that's where I was going. This was supposed to be really quick.
What happened?
I don't know what happened, because what happens every day in the show?
Not me with the bananas.
We just babble about nothing for 3 hours and collect a paycheck and go home.
That's the show.
And no one's on to us yet.
On our wedding day.
I mean, we have good intentions on this. We have good intentions on this program. But, so in the produce department, they had this advertisement with this little boy. He's got to be 5 or 6 tops. This is the picture I'm describing now, okay? I guess there's a product you could get to dip your bananas in chocolate. Has anyone seen this?
No.
Yeah.
I guess you heat up the chocolate, I don't know, dip the bananas, throw them in the fridge, and it I don't know. And now the
makes a crisp chocolate coating.
Well, it makes it look like a
crisp chocolate.
It makes
coating.
your banana
That's
look
tiring. I can't read it like that.
Oh my God, where is that?
It's not rewarding.
It's not rewarding.
Now I got to play that. See what we
Find
do?
me a jury that would say crisp chocolate banana coating. I want to take banana out of there. I just want it crisp. No, this is taxing for me.
All right, so I guess it makes your banana look like a black,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
like a
Treat.
like an African American.
Something Martin Luther King would have.
Oh! Vegas weatherman, you.
The only reason I say that is because the advertisement for this product, I got to start walking around with a digital camera. I'd never laughed harder out loud, and then you got those stupid stuck-up, moms that live in Manhattan shopping. They don't find the humor in this, and I'm laughing because I'm like, you got to be kidding! This is how they're selling this product. It's a blonde-haired kid, 5 or 6, with his mouth wide open, with a bowl haircut, holding one of these black, brown, chocolate dipped bananas like this, with his mouth wide open. With the banana like this,
Oh.
What's the name of the product? Neverland?
Parts of the banana with the chocolate's peeled off and it's white.
You got to think, this advertisement has to be online, so if someone wants a little project, if they can find that and send it to us, we'll get it up on opieandanthony.com.
Goes great with Jesus juice. Chocolate-covered bananas and Jesus juice. And little blonde boys with wide open mouths.
It's unbelievable.
Fingerprints on the dirty magazines. Naughty boy you are, Michael. A naughty boy.
I did notice, though, I went to the supermarket last night, and the advertisement is down. So, I mean, this thing is so ridiculously over the top, in my opinion, that I guarantee where I live, these idiots, complained and got rid of it.
Do you remember the name of the product? Because if you give that out, people
No,
probably...
I really don't, because I was too busy looking at this picture going, you got to be kidding me. No one in the, ad department thought this might be a problem.
I'll bet you they did, but they all went with the mentality, like, I can't be immature enough to notice that. Like, the one guy that would go look at that and he'd go, what's wrong with you to think that?
Yeah, if somebody brought it up at the big meeting.
Yeah.
Like, we can't put that out there. It looks like he's ready to hoff on a big hog.
Well, then I'm thinking, I know there's something called subliminal advertising. I learned that in Geneseo.
Advertising?
When I was a communication major, Anthony.
Ooh,
yes. Thank you.
They used to do that a lot, like
But I was gonna say, like, when they have advertisements of ice, like for whiskey or whatever.
Yes.
If you look at the ice cubes, there's an artist that puts little orgy scenes in there and stuff. Look closely, you'll see all sorts of phallic symbols in advertising.
It's supposed to excite you about the product, so you look at it, and subliminally you're getting this image of sex. And it's supposed to excite you about the product.
Do you know, eatabullet.com, that there was one, actually, eatabullet.com. It was the Camel cigarettes. Mm-hmm. The guy, Joe Camel, was a cartoon, and the nose was male genitals, and the chin was testicles. And my friend was in advertising, and I looked at it, and I can only see that now if I ever see that.
Of course.
I heard female camel smokers went up. That could be...
Really?
It was aimed at women, yeah. That could be a more a myth, but I heard that...
That one is very blatantly obvious. It looks like... Yeah, bullies.
I saw a whole article on that once years ago, and they showed a big picture of macaroni and cheese, and it was people all intertwined.
Really?
You could kind of make it out, It was
just
cool.
enough.
Yeah, just enough.
Subtly. Big story, Anthony. We love pranks. We just love pranks.
Love the pranks.
But this one might have been a little too out there.
They say the mayor was dead somewhere? That's a great prank.
When I read this,
do it in your town.
When I read this, I thought it was two dopey DJs in Santiago.
Where is it?
Chile. Chile.
Santiago.
Santiago.
Santiago, Chile.
Oh, Sandiego's in California.
San Diego, California.
Santiago, Anthony. Of course I know that. Yes.
Santiago, Chile.
And if I was awake, I would have pronounced it that way. Yes, Santiago. All right. Some 12,000 residents fled the coastal Chilean town of Concepcion early Monday on false rumors that the town was about to be struck by a tsunami.
Tsunami.
Listen to this. Authorities said a 68-year-old woman died of a heart attack in the mass exodus overnight after several fishermen reported said the sea appeared to withdraw from the coastline, a sign that a tidal wave is gathering.
Oh.
Now, I heard the story differently, that it was a couple kids or a bunch of idiots that just started the rumor, started yelling and stuff in the town. But now they're saying it's fishermen.
Maybe the fishermen were the ones doing the gag.
Oh, okay. Emergency officials, however, failed to register any unusual ocean activity overnight. Jittery residents of Concepcion, who sought temporary refuge inland overnight, had been closely monitoring ocean after the December 26th tsunami that devastated coastal areas of South Asia. This word's missing in this story.
Well, it was actually two kids, and what happened was they caught them because the sheriff was going to shoot, and then they stood up, and the one had like just a shark fin.
He made me do it. He made me do it. What a great gag. When you could get 12,000 people running in fear. That's a good one.
Go rob their houses.
Maybe April 1st, Opie, spring right around the corner. Maybe me and you can get on the air and do a little call-in from some, I don't know, a tsunami detection center.
You know that
we say that the tsunami is headed toward New York City?
You know, when we first moved to New York, we weren't allowed to work on April Fools. Remember that?
No, they gave us the day off.
No one trusted us anymore after our mayor's prank.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I do remember. We got that day off.
All of a sudden, about a week before April Fool's, like, guys, you're going to be taking next Tuesday off.
You know that, right? Take the day off.
They didn't trust us.
We're like, fine.
We're like, whatever, dude.
That was followed by many days off over at NEW because our boss didn't want us on the air for certain days.
Remember that? I forgot all about that.
Apparently all of 2003.
Yeah, that's true.
We had the biggest scam going at our latest.
700 days in a row, I believe.
Wow, is that long?
Our new audience has no idea what this show is going to become. They have no idea that eventually we'll be taking a lot of days off and we'll have a lot of silly excuses.
Yeah.
Remember? At our old job?
All the time.
We would go into the boss's office because we just didn't really feel like working. We're like, boss, if we go in there today, I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know what we're going to do.
I think we're really going to let Howard Stern have it today, and I think it would be best if we just took the day off. And remember, Ken would be like, "Oh, great idea!
Go ahead, guys.
No problem. I'll."
Can you get a best of together in that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we could do that. But I mean, and it usually happened on a day. It was like 85, sunny, beautiful out. He said something this morning.
Yeah.
And Ken would be like, I listened to the whole show. He didn't say anything about you guys.
Oh,
no. There was a reference in the middle of that we took as a slam on us. And you know what?
Yeah.
You told us to come to you before we retaliate. And, I don't know, Ken. I think if we go on the air today, it could get a little ugly.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Remember, he would be in a major panic. We knew. We had him right.
I know.
We had him.
A day off. Yeah, the good old days. Now forget it. They got us chained to this console. XM, they won't budge for days off, huh?
No.
We wanted the Monday when we're coming back from Vegas. We're like, Sunday's a travel day. We're getting in late. How about you give us Monday off? Oh, well, we can't. The computer system won't handle it. If you want a day off, you're going to have to schedule it 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah, you know what?
Like, we can't take a sick day.
I was wondering about that. What happens when we take that first sick day? It's going to happen.
Screwed.
How are we screwed? Are we really screwed?
We can't. There's no way they can go to something.
Because they have this master computer in Washington.
We'd have to run a live war stuff. We'd have to do it here without you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
And just grab discs and pop them in and play it that way.
And just...
You know what? I'm going to be sick tomorrow because I want to see how they handle it.
Look at that.
I'm getting there now. I have a sore throat, I think.
That sore throat thing's been going around forever.